You're listening to One Family, What's God Doing? Where we explore what God's doing in YWAM locations throughout Virginia. We can't wait for you to find out what God's doing today.
Welcome back to What's God Doing? I'm sitting on my porch because it is a beautiful day. These days have been rare. It's been so hot and muggy in Virginia, and so to wake up to it being nice and cool has been amazing. So I've just been hanging out, spending time with God on the porch, and I felt this nudge to do something different with this 101st episode. That's right, I'm always saying it. This episode's a little different. Well, this episode is a little different because last week was our 100th episode. Over the course of 100 episodes, we've heard so many stories of God at work. And as I think about what the next 100 look like, I want to hear from you. You know, when we do this, we're not just doing it because we want to make stuff. We're not just doing it because we want to create a whole bunch of podcasts. That's actually not what it is. Our heart is actually to support, to serve, to encourage you. Every one of these episodes is for you. So it begs the question, what are you looking for? What is it that would encourage you? What is it that would inspire you? What is it that you have been asking within your heart that we could come alongside you and ask together? Because the thing is what we're doing here is not just about content. It is actually an online ministry. We, over the last 4 years particularly, have felt like God has been pressing us into what it looks like to serve online, what it looks like to use this platform that reaches the whole world as a way to know God and make him known. And so whether it's our blogs, whether it's our courses, or whether it's these podcast videos, these exist because we want to support you, encourage you, challenge you wherever you are in the world. And so here's what I want you to do. I want you to think about what kinds of things would encourage you, would be serving you, would support you. And I want you to reach out to us. I actually had to stop for a second because a neighbor came by and we had a good conversation. He's one who loves to tell jokes. And it got me thinking. And this is how I want to close out this time. We love in-person connection. And in-person connection is a fantastic way to grow in what it means to know God and make him known. A fantastic way to encourage, support, serve, challenge others. And sometimes we love it so much that we neglect this unique space that God has given us. You know, for the last 4 years, God has pressed our team more and more into exploring how to utilize this gift, this resource, this tool of the internet. The internet can be used for a lot of things that aren't great, a lot of things that are great and fine, but not spiritual. But I believe that God has given us a unique way to reach the entire world. But even more than that, as great as in-person interaction is, there are a lot of reasons that someone can find themselves in isolation, disconnected from that opportunity of in-person engagement. It could be a geographic thing. They could live so far from others that there's just no real opportunities to connect. It could be a timing thing. You know, maybe they have multiple kids and their schedules are packed to the brim, and the only free time they have is time when they just want to sit back and breathe a little bit. It could be a spiritual isolation. Someone can feel so disconnected from God and the body that they don't even know how to step towards in-person interaction. You know, there's a lot of reasons someone can find themselves in isolation. But for most of the world, they have access to internet. In other words, in their isolation, God may be providing them a way to connect with others. And that's what we want this space to be. We do not want this to be entertainment. We want this to be authentic ministry, authentically us coming alongside you, meeting you where you are. And if you are in isolation, we want to be there with you. So in order for this space, What's God Doing, to be that, we need you. We need you to let us know how we can encourage you, how we can serve you, how we can support you, how we can challenge you. Maybe you are stepping into a new ministry and you have no idea how to do that, or no idea how to get over this current obstacle, this current challenge. Well, let us know, because there could be someone on our team that's navigating that same type of ministry. And we could say, hey, someone asked this question. Would you be willing to share what you've learned? And it inspires them to come and share, and then it can encourage you. Or perhaps you're navigating scripture and you hit this one passage that you're like, I have no idea what to do with this. Put it out there to us, because it could be that someone on our team is leading a Bible study on that exact passage, and they can come on and share what God's been doing as they've processed it. You see what I'm saying? You are actually the key to us being able to do this ministry well. We want to serve you, but in order to do so, we need you to let us know how we can serve you. And I want to put one more piece out there. You're not just a key to helping us know what kind of content to create, but you are key to where this content will go. Because there are others that may be in isolation that you may be connected with. And when you share these with them, you are meeting them in that space. You're a real part of this ministry in multiple ways. And so as we enter this 101st episode and the next 100 to come, we want to invite you more deeply into this online ministry. It's our ministry, all of us together. And so thank you for being a part of this ministry. And thank you for journeying with us as we together as one family explore what it means to know God and make him known.
Thank you so much for joining us for this episode of One Family, What's God Doing? If you'd like to learn more about what God's doing in Virginia, visit us at ywamva.org and join us next week for more stories of God at work.